And boom! Welcome, party rental people. Today is the day, marketing webinar day, free marketing training. You guys know I live for this stuff. I know a lot of you guys do too. Marketing, that's how we make the money, right? So if you guys are excited, let me know in the chat where you guys are joining in from. Put in your location. Let's represent everywhere you guys are coming from. Let me know in the chat as I get my screen share going here. We got Georgia. Tell me where you're located and what has been the biggest challenge for you in marketing. Let's hear it. Plainfield, ooh, got some competitors of mine up in here. Got Baltimore, Maryland, represent. Baytown, recognize a lot of you guys here. We got Megan, hey Megan. Oh, Messiah, the man is here. Whoa. Gabriel Glam, Adriano as always. Daniel Hyde, what's up, man? Been hearing your name a lot over at Event Hawk, so I know we're doing a lot of work for you. Phoenix, tell me, what's your biggest struggle with marketing, guys? What are you guys hoping to learn today? What would make this training a 10 out of 10? What are you guys hoping to learn? I don't want to sit here and run my mouth because you guys know me. I can sit here and talk all day, but what would make this, why are you here? Why are you sticking around on this beautiful Tuesday evening when you could be with your family or binging Netflix? What are you hoping to learn? What would you like me to talk about? I got a lot that I'm already planning on talking about, but that's not good. But what do you guys want? And if you guys are watching this as a recording on YouTube, go ahead and put some of the things that you guys want to learn into comments, and we'll be happy to make more content on them. Let's see. Just new ideas on keeping customers engaged, filling up every single weekend. Yes, not and most weekdays. Well, weekdays are a little tough. That's tough getting that weekday work. Want to leave? Anything you can teach me? Just starting up here in Plainfield. All right. Great market out here near Chicago. We are here because we love Event Hawk. Yes. Thank you, Zippy. Zippy's awesome. Just starting off and you know nothing. Oh, man, you're in the perfect place. General knowledge. Want to buy your first 20 by 20 tent? All right. Oh, perfect. We can talk about tent marketing. All right. Let me kick things off here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I've done a lot of these webinars, guys. Sorry, let me shut this off. I've done a lot of these, and so I'm combining. It's kind of hard to keep making new slides. So I'm just starting here. I'm gonna I combined some of my old ones here. I think you guys are really gonna like. I'm really excited about this one because I have some really awesome stuff to share, some statistics, and for anybody who's interested in hiring Event Hawk for marketing, we've got some awesome packages to talk to you guys about. Spoiler alert, of course, we gotta plug ourselves in. But let's kick this off. Who this is for? Are you in the right place? If you're a party rental business owner, then this is for you. This is who the target audience is for. We're going to be talking about specifically party rental business owners. So if you're a doctor, lawyer, you do anything else, this is not going to help you. This is specifically for people who own party rental businesses and want to grow their business. If you're feeling stuck, you're like, dude, I bought all the right inflatables. How come nobody's renting them? How do I get more weekends full? How do I get more bookings? How do I quit my job? You are in the right place. Stick around. And if you're wanting to learn specifically about marketing, we're not going to talk much about which bounce houses to buy or insurance. I know you guys love to talk about insurance. Such a boring topic. So tired of talking about insurance. We're just talking about marketing today. We're going to talk about Google Ads, SEO, Facebook, Meta, all things marketing we're going to talk about. And I really hope you guys will challenge me with some tough questions. So put your questions in the chat. If you're watching this as a recording, put them in the comments, and we always reply to every single comment. So put those in there, and we will be addressing them. As always, I get this, Tariq, way too much information. I do have a habit of giving a ton of value. It's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. By the end, you'll probably feel like this guy here, just a lot of information, and you'll be like, what the heck? Just like drinking out of a fire hose. So don't worry. I got you with that cheat sheet as usual. You guys know I used to be a college instructor, so I love to make these little cheat sheets. So I will share with you guys a cheat sheet. Just stick around till the end with all the notes from everything that I talked about today. So you're not going to be left having to remember all this. Take notes, but pay attention. All right. And also, I'll share with you guys the Party Rental Bosses library. Got tons of templates in here. We're actually working on redoing it, but I've been adding a lot more with the release of the book. For anybody who has not read the Bounce House School book, shame on you. Great book, if I do say so myself. And last but not least, we are live every single Tuesday. So if you go to eventhawk360.com/RT, stands for roundtable, then you can register to get a reminder every single Tuesday when we go live. To talk to other party rental business owners. It's really awesome. It's the best way to learn. I have a lot to teach you guys, but you can learn a lot more from other party rental business owners. So definitely join on every Tuesday. So who the heck am I? Who's this guy talking? Why should you guys listen to me? My name's Tariq. I had a party rental business. I still have a party rental business. Started out just like this. I'll rush through these. Some of you guys are sick of hearing my story over and over again, but I own a party rental business out of Chicago. I have an awesome team. We are the #1 highest rated party rental company in the Chicagoland area. We are now sitting at over 900 5-star reviews. We've worked with some pretty big companies. We do tents. We've done photo booths. We had our own DJ service. We did a little bit of everything. This year, we actually added 2 new things. We added foam machines and dunk tanks. We got rid of dunk tanks, but we went out and we got Twister Display had a really cool thing where you can pay payments and it's just as good as cash. Great company, by the way. Bob is awesome over there. So I'm excited. I should get my dunk tank in like a week. So I'm excited to start with that again. But yeah, I taught radiology. That's what I went to school for. I taught x-rays and CAT scans and physics and stuff like that. And I authored the bounce house. I literally wrote the book on bounce houses. So not just a flex, but it was the #1 new release for on Amazon. I'm so flattered. And this is thanks to you guys, by the way. Check this out. Obviously, this is when it was first released, but out of all the new releases, this was #1. Just take a look at all these other books that look like they were written by people that are way smarter than me and way in much more complex industries than you guys, you and me. But our book was #1. So literally, seriously, guys, round of applause for us, for this industry, for literally getting on the map. I thought this was so cool. I took a screenshot, and this is, again, we're not #1 anymore, but as a new release, it was one of the #1s. So if you have not bought the Bounce House School book on Amazon, it's like, you can get it for as little as $10 or $19. I get like anywhere from $1.50 to $4. So I'm not getting rich off this book, but it is my life's work. I've been in this industry like 10 years. So if you haven't read it, if you have read it, in the comments, I'd like to share your feedback. I've gotten tons of 5-star reviews. So for those who have not read it, the ones who did read it, tell them in the comments what you guys thought. No filter. Last but not least, I'm the founder of Event Hawk. So real quick on Event Hawk, we're the #1. We've actually served over, I think, 2,500 party rental businesses right now. 2 plaques. We now have 3. Let me stop my share here so you guys can see the third one. Bam! I don't know if you guys can see this. We've got 1 gold and we're double platinum now. And again, that is thanks to you guys. Super, super awesome. We might even get diamond this year. They added another level. So this has been super awesome. And how you get these plaques is by helping a lot of businesses, signing a bunch of businesses up and keeping them. We've been sponsored and get a bunch of results, reviews, all that good stuff. We build websites. Let me run through this here. All right, here we go. So party rental marketing. Let's jump right in. So I'm going to go through my spiel. I know you guys, we've talked about the cup. We've talked about the 3 things you need to do to fill up your cup. If you guys know what they are, put them in the chat, put them in the comments. You should know. It's in the book. I've talked about it a bunch, but what are the 3 letters? 3 letters. Let's see who's the first person to put it in there. 3 letters. WTF. My man Zippy. WTF. Absolutely. WTF are the 3 things they need. And they stand for website, traffic, and funnels. We're not going to talk much about websites today. If you guys are interested in that, check out the Event Hawk YouTube channel. We're going to talk about traffic. And the big thing to know about traffic is that not all traffic comes from marketing. We'll run through websites. Obviously, you need a website. If you don't have one, then we build websites. You can comment the word website or text the word website to our phone number if you need a website. But everybody here should have some kind of website. So let's talk about marketing. #1 thing I want to share with you guys is this. Write this down. Take a screenshot. This is super important. Traffic comes from marketing, but not all marketing generates traffic. All traffic comes from some form of marketing, but not all marketing generates traffic. What does that mean? Just because you are posting on Facebook or passing out flyers or passing out your business cards or that yard sign or that truck wrap that you're so proud of, just because you have that and you've invested in it, is that marketing? Yes. Are you a good business owner because you've invested in marketing? Yes. But is it generating traffic for your business? Not necessarily. And that's what I want you guys to focus on. A lot of times we get excited, we get in our feelings. And just like I said in the book, facts, not feelings, right? The facts say that there are forms of marketing that generate a lot of traffic. And then there are other forms of marketing that generate very little traffic. And that's really what I want to bring home today. Word of mouth does work, but is it going to be your bread and butter? Obviously, we want people to talk about our business, but that is not the best use of your time. I pass out flyers at every job. I give out business cards at every job. I do all the things, but where does most of my traffic come from? None of those things. Those are like a very small percentage. So the first misconception is that posting is marketing. Posting is not marketing, guys. If you're posting on Facebook, I hear people say all the time, "Oh, Tariq, I don't need Google Ads or I don't do SEO. I just post on social media and I get all my bookings from there." Let me tell you, if you're getting bookings from social media and you're not doing the other things we're going to talk about, just wait. Just you wait. Once you start doing the right kind of marketing, the ads and the professional stuff, it is going to be like a fire hose. I was just talking to somebody yesterday who that's what they did. And the first thing that she said was, "I wish I did this sooner." Our first year, all we did was post and just word of mouth and social media. But then the minute I started running Google ads and Facebook ads and doing all the things right, it was like night and day, completely blew away. She went from having like 3-4 bookings a weekend to having 27 in like March or April. Insane. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, how to get those weekends booked. So there's two types of marketing, two main types of marketing. And this is where I want you guys to pay attention. There is search and there's disruptive. Search and disruptive. What's the difference? Search marketing is when people are searching for something. I need a barber. I need a plumber. I need it now because I want to cut my hair or shave my beard. Or I need a dealer. I want to buy a car now. I'm in the market right now. I'm searching for a flat screen TV now. That's search marketing, and that's the best kind. That's where you want to focus your efforts and your money. And then there's what? Disruptive, where you disrupt people's day and you're like, "Hey, over here. I know you're sitting on the toilet, but what about, well, check out these cool flat screen TVs. Check out this cool vacation. You're disrupting what they're doing." And let's be honest, how many of you guys leave your phone outside when you guys go to the bathroom? That's like when we do most of our scrolling, right? So that's what disruptive marketing is. You're going on Facebook, you're going to people when they're driving. I'm driving down the freeway and I see a big sign that says, "Hey, do this or do that." I'm driving to my destination. You're just trying to kind of disrupt my day. And hopefully I remember that the next time I want to do something. Does it work? Yes. But is it going to be the main form of driving traffic to your business? Absolutely not. Disruptive marketing is what happens down the line. You want to focus on search marketing first. So let's talk about that a little bit. What does that mean? All right, so this is disruptive marketing. It's just everywhere. It's good for branding. It's good. And look at the people that are Coca-Cola. They have money to throw on disruptive marketing for people going, "I probably have a Pepsi in my hand, or I'm going to McDonald's and I see Coke." It's not what I'm thinking about right now, right? But they have extra money. They have tons of money, too much money, so they can spend it on things like this. You don't want to do this yet. You want to focus on the people who are actually searching for what you offer right now, right? So search marketing generates traffic. Disruptive marketing is great for branding. It's really good for branding. It's good. It reminds people of you. It gets you in the back of people's head for when they're ready. But why would you start here? That's what I want you guys to focus on. Write this down. Start with search traffic. I'm not saying Facebook doesn't work. I'm not saying word of mouth is not good. I'm not saying business cards suck or wrapping your truck is a waste of money. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm just saying it's not the best first thing to do. The first thing you want to do is spend as much time and money as you can here, because this is what's going to get you the traffic. And then with whatever's left over, go here. All right, we'll talk about that a little bit. So a good example of search marketing is Google. People go to Google, bounce house rentals near me. Social media, I'm looking at pictures of my friend's dog and just looking at funny videos. I don't want to rent a bounce house right now. If I see your ad, okay, in 6 months when it's my kid's birthday, yeah, maybe I'll remember you, but that's really not the best use of your time or money. So let's talk about purchase intent. This is why. Purchase intent is how likely people are to book, right? How likely people are to book. So with search marketing, there's very high purchase intent. People are more likely to book or do business with you than disruptive marketing, which is very low purchase intent, right? Doesn't mean that people don't book from disruptive marketing, no. But people who are on Facebook are less likely to pull out a credit card than people who are on Google. And that's a fact. That's not just my feelings. There's tons of data to back this up, right? So like TikTok, you can run a TikTok ad. There's just low purchase intent. You might get like our average click-through rate on Facebook. We're happy to get 1%. We're happy if 1% of people on Facebook click our ads. That's actually a good number. On Google, we shoot for 10% or more. Literally, we get 10 times more people to click our ads on Google than Facebook. So think about that. So let's talk about all the different party rental, all the different marketing methods from SEO to Google Ads and all that, even truck wraps. And I'm going to go ahead and compare them. I know I did this before, so I'll run through it because I want to leave room for questions. But I know a lot of you guys are big on free marketing. Tariq, why would I pay for Google Ads when I have Google My Business? Or why would I pay for Facebook ads when I have when I post on Facebook, right, in my area? Think about it, guys. When was the last time you did something for free for your customers? The only I mean, yes, you can do something free here or there, but why would a company like Facebook or Google have a free product? They're not dumb, guys. They don't hate money. You can post for free on Facebook and you can set up a Google business profile, but the line is much longer. You're competing with way more people because everybody wants free. All your competitors are running free stuff, are posting or are using their Google My Business. Everyone in your market is doing that, but only the top 5 or 10% are running ads. So if you want to cut to the front of the line, if you don't want to compete with all 10 people in your market and you only want to compete with the top 2 or whatever, or if you're in Florida or Georgia, 20, 30, then this is where you have to pay for marketing. You have to literally pay to play. And Google is not dumb. They're not giving away charity. They know that you're going to create a Google business profile. You're going to get some business, but then they're going to put an ad and say, hey, want more business? Run ads. Same thing with Facebook. Boost this post. That's their funnel. And we'll talk about funnels in a little bit. But understand that free marketing is not free. Free marketing costs way more than paid marketing. Think about it. If you spend $500 on marketing and you get the average that we get, our goal is 5 times. That's our goal. With Google Ads, 5 times. With Facebook ads, usually more like 10 times. If I spend $500 on Google Ads, I'm expecting about $2,500 in revenue. Okay. Now, if I don't spend that $500, yes, I saved $500, but I lost $2,000 worth of business. Let me say that again. If you spend $500 and you make $2,500, you're up $2,000. Okay. But if you save that $500 and you say, I'm not going to spend money on marketing. Sure, you saved $500, but did you really save $500? No, you lost $2,000 worth of business you could have got. So free marketing isn't really free. And I hope that most of you guys are already in that mindset. But if you're not, you really got to get out of that mindset of only focusing on the free. If it's free, it's either free because it sucks or it's a funnel and they want to get your foot in the door with a free thing and then upsell you, which is not necessarily a bad thing, right? They're smart for doing that. You should be doing the same with your business. So let's talk about 3 things. We're going to compare all these different marketing methods. Which ones have the highest search volume, where there's the most people, highest purchase intent, and how much money does each one require? So we're going to run through these pretty quick. Google Ads. Google Ads, number one, the most amount of people. There's more than 10 million searches per year, right? I think in the book I had like, it's crazy. I think 40, I think it's 40, I forgot. Somebody needs to quote the book. I got to go grab it. But there's millions of searches for party rentals on Google. And this is like the breakdown. I broke it down. This was from last year. But it's crazy. I mean, this is what you're missing out on if you're not on Google. And again, remember, these are people with high purchase intent, meaning they want to book. They're ready to book. And does it cost money? Yes. But the cost is low relative to the results. So I'm gonna fill these in here. You guys can take a screenshot when we're all done. But I want you guys to pay attention to which ones have what I call the marketing trifecta. The marketing trifecta. It's mentioned in the book. The marketing trifecta is when you can find a platform that has a lot of people on it, the highest amount of people, and high purchase intent and low cost. This is the marketing trifecta right here. This is where you want to focus. So let's see which other ones have the marketing trifecta. And again, doesn't mean that you should, at some point, you should do all of these. But which one do you start with is a question, especially if you don't have unlimited money like all of us, right? So Google Ads, we average 11% click-through rate, meaning 11% of people actually click the ad. And then we generate like over $500,000 in per month, right? We average, I think, like 6 million per year, something like that. This is just a 30-day period. We generate $600,000 for party rental business owners, not for one person, for all of our clients. And this is, again, an old screenshot, but this stuff works. And what I love about Google Ads is you can track it down to the penny. Like, these are real numbers. These are not estimates. Every month, Event Hawk generates over $600,000 in online bookings for party rental businesses. Let that sink in. Over $600,000 per month. And we do that that's not even considering the other methods, right? Facebook ad, or sorry, this is Google ad. Here's some other businesses. Like this is in 1 month. This is 1 month from April to May of last year. This is how much each company spent and how much they made. So look, one company spent $4,000 a month. They're $4,000 a month. That's nuts, right? But look what they made, $80,000 in 1 month. Now, this guy's been around for 25 years, multi-million-dollar company. But if we look at some of the other ones, like this guy spent $1,000 and made $6,000. This guy, and you're like, whoa, Tariq, these are big numbers. Yes. Well, guess why they spend those big numbers? They didn't start out spending these numbers. They started out spending $100 a month, $300 a month, $500. And then they're like, hey, why don't I spend more? Because it looks like every time I put $1 in, I get more money back. This is their return, by the way. Like this guy, every dollar he put in, he got $20 back. This guy, every dollar he put in, he got $7 back. It varies by location. It varies by your company, there's a lot of things that vary. But generally, our goal is 5. We want to get you 5 times back what you spend on Google Ads. Now, how do you do that? You can run your own Google Ads. I've done videos on this, but honestly, at this point in the season, when it's go time, right now, as we're doing this, it is what? It's about to be May. It's go time. There's no time to mess around. You only have a short window to make your money. Just have an expert do it. I'll talk to you guys about some of our prices. We have a stupid low cost packages right now that I'm going to be introducing to you guys, and you guys are going to be it's literally like crazy how low we're pricing it. But I'll talk to you guys about why we're able to do that. So this is Google Ads. If you're not on Google Ads, you are, I'm sorry, but there's almost 100 people in this Zoom room right now. You guys should all be on Google Ads. There's so much money to be made and it works. You have to be on there. If you're not doing this, you're just in your own way. There's no, I don't care if you have one bounce house. I don't care if you're just starting out. People are searching for party rentals near me. You have to get on Google Ads. So SEO, there's a lot of people, obviously, same as Google, but the purchase intent is less. They've done tons of studies that show that people who go on SEO, they're not as serious as people who are who click Google Ads, right? And the cost is very high, very high. Wait, Tariq, SEO is free. What do you mean it's high? Yes, but it costs a lot of time. You will either spend a ton of time learning SEO or you will pay somebody who's going to spend a ton of time working on your website. We charge more for SEO than we do for Google Ads because it's way more work. So this does not have the marketing trifecta. In fact, SEO is one of the last things I would focus on. Definitely Google Ads first. This one, definitely the last thing. When you post something on social media, you barely get 3 likes these days. Don't waste your time. I'm sorry. Sure, posting is great for branding, but it's not great use of your time as a business owner. What is SEO? Let's see if I can show you guys what is SEO. This is SEO. Thank you. Great question. Sorry if I'm jumping the gun. So if I type in car rentals near me, these are ads. This is a paid ad. This is Google Ads. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Google Ads. And check this out. This is a great example. When you're like, oh, Tariq, I'd rather do free. Look, there's 4 spots right now without scrolling at all. I see 4 spots, and none of them are free. A ton of people are not even going to scroll, are going to pick one of the first 4. So by the time I get to the free spots, it's already I'm already like having to scroll down. So this is Google Ads at the top. This is SEO, the Google Maps and the Google search below the ads and below the map. If you're smart, you'll do both when you have the money. So like, check this out. If I type in, I've been in business 10 years. So I've spent a lot of money on Google Ads and I've invested in SEO. Why? Because again, I've been doing this for a while. So by now, yes, I should definitely invest in SEO because SEO helps you do this. Check this out. Bounce house rentals near me. So this is my ad. It knows I'm signed in. So I'd show up in the Google Ads. And then look, I show up on Google Maps. So now I'm showing up 2 times with 1 search. 902 reviews. Yeah, baby. And then I show up on SEO. I got the number 2 organic spot. I did not have to pay for this spot. I had to do SEO work to get this spot. So for those who are counting, so far I'm showing up 3 times. 3 times with 1 search. You typed in bounce house rentals near me, they might see you once. They might not even see you at all. They're seeing me 3 times. And there's a like a psychology thing. The more times they see your business, the more it's like, wow, this must be a company that I should trust because I see them everywhere. And that's why Coca-Cola puts their ads everywhere, right? Do I recommend you focus on this now? If you have the money, if you've been in business for a while, if you can put the time in, yes, but only after you've maximized Google Ads. Google Ads first, then SEO. And then if I scroll some more, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'll show up a fourth time. So I got 2 spots on the SEO, on the organic. So I show up 4 times with one search. That is how you really dominate, guys. But for starters, you want to start here. Marketplace is great, but again, it's just a lot of time to put in and negotiating with people. Comment, let me know in the comments if you want to share one of your marketplace horror stories. It's a lot. I recommend marketplace when you're starting out. It's great to get the ball rolling, but marketplace is going to be just nowhere near as effective. Event Hawk, we talked about Event Hawk. This is where you're doing the automatic texting. So we have an app where you can automatically text your customers. This is definitely have the marketing trifecta. Why? Because it's my company, yes, but also because you're going to get a ton of people on Event Hawk who are texting you. What does Event Hawk look like? It's a funnel basically. So this is what Event Hawk does. If you've seen like this is my company here. This is my website. When people go on your website, we add a pop-up. If you ever see these pop-ups, this is what we kind of brought to the industry. People click the pop-ups. So what Event Hawk does is it helps capture all of these different marketing methods. Event Hawk funnels them in through this pop-up. It collects their information and then it automatically texts them. It says, hey, what's up, Amy? You were on our website looking at bounce houses. What's your date? Let me see if I can help you. And then crazy thing happens when you talk to your customers, they book at a much higher rate. So that's what Event Hawk does. I would definitely say that this is definitely combining Event Hawk with Google Ads is definitely going to be a big thing, because without Event Hawk, you're just sending people to a website and expecting them to know what to do. You're expecting them to say, oh, I love this bounce house. Here, take my money. And people just don't work that way. People, when was the last time you went to a website and just threw money at it just because they had a cool picture or whatever? They need to talk to somebody, and this pop-up gets them into your funnel, into your CRM. So you definitely want some kind of way. Otherwise, this is why a lot of people say Google Ads doesn't work, because they spend a lot of money, they send all the traffic to their website, and they send it there to die. They send the traffic there to die, because think about it. If I'm like, oh, $400, dang, add to cart. Oh, but then I see get coupon. Which one do you think more people are going to click, get coupon or add to cart? This one says, give me your money. This one says, hey, I want to give you money. And side note, for those of you guys who are like, whoa, Tariq, I thought we're not supposed to give discounts. Slow your roll, buddy. Listen, this is what all the big businesses do. You go to any big Fortune 500 company, go to their website. They have what's called a funnel. Give us your email. We'll give you $20 off. We just went to the Nike store because my daughter is apparently now she has to wear all Nike and stuff. $600 worth of stuff. And they gave me 15% off. 15% just for putting in an email. You better bet your ad. Heck yeah, I gave them my email. 15% off of $600? Absolutely. Is Nike crazy? Are they stupid? Why did they do that? Because they know that when they have my email, they're going to spam me with all these promotions, and I'm probably going to end up shopping with them again. I'm not telling you to get 15% off. I'm giving $20 off of 400, but you definitely need something like this. And why are we doing this? Because it works, and all the big dogs do it. Running through this real quick here, Facebook ads, definitely high purchase intent. I mean, listen, Facebook ads, if you do it right, if you do retargeting ads, if you scroll through your feed, like right now, like check it out. I'm going to go through my Facebook feed. For people who say Facebook ads are dumb, Facebook ads don't work, watch this. Hope you guys don't see anything weird on my feed. I want you guys to count. How many organic posts, so like this. So this is an organic post. This is somebody who posted this that I follow, right? Or friends with or whatever. So this is a post from one of my friends or whatever. I want you guys to count how many posts from my friend I see versus how many ads. And it's usually 3 to 1. Three posts, 1 ad. 3 posts, 1 ad. So count me. Here's 1 ad already. Already I got an ad. So if you're not running ads, you're missing out on this. Now, again, when do you run ads? We'll talk about that on Facebook. But here, I got 1 post, 1 ad. 1 post, 2 posts, 3 posts, ad. Bam, I told you guys. It's crazy. We never even realized this. But for every 3 posts you get 1 ad. So here's 1 post, ad. Oh my God, it's even worse. 1 post, 1 post. Here's 2, 3, ad. 1, 2, 3, ad. 1, 2, 3, ad. Oh my God, it's like clockwork. It's never less than 3. 1, 2, 3, boom, ad. 1, 2, 3, ad. Oh my God, we figured it. We figured them out. We figured them out. It's 3 to 1. What does that mean, Tariq? What is that? 30% of Facebook is ads. That's crazy, guys. That means 30% of real estate on one of the most popular platforms in the world is up for grabs by you and me. It is available for us to advertise. Back in it, they didn't used to do this. It's worse. It sucks to be on Facebook now because all the ads, but for people like us, we can take advantage. 30% of the real estate on social media is now up for grabs. So should you invest in Facebook and Instagram ads? Yes, but only if you know how to do retargeting ads. Look what happens when you do retargeting ads. In 30 days, spent $140 and made $4,000. Spent $60, made $1,000. $29, made $300. This is 2023, but it's even better now. And, oh, well, Tariq, I don't have this. $200 made $10,000. It works. We got people spend $300 making $26,000. Why? Because it's highly, highly, highly targeted. We don't show ads to everybody. When you do retargeting ads, here's one from 2024, last year. Spent $30, made $3,000. 100 times return. How does this work? It doesn't work the same for everybody, right? Like some people just like this one, spent $80, made $400. I can't guarantee those results, but when we run your ads, we make sure that we only target people who added to cart and didn't book, or people who looked on your website, spent some time on there, and then didn't book. So it works if you do it right. But if you're just sitting there blasting everybody with ads, boosting posts, you will not get these kind of results. So boosting is just not as effective as retargeting ads. And business cards, flyers, word of mouth. Yes, that's low cost, very low cost. So yes, should you do word of mouth and business cards? Yes, because it's cheap. It's very cheap. But just don't expect all your business to come there. And wrapping your truck, I don't recommend, just because it's cost so much and there's just such low purchase intent. And people who are in traffic are not necessarily looking for a bounce house. But Tariq, I get a lot of business from my truck. I know you do. I know you do. But you'd get way more if you took that $4,000 you spent on a truck wrap and invested it in Google Ads, because I just showed you, you can get at least anywhere from 5 to 100 times what you spent. So all of these are good. It's just a question of what order do you do them in, right? What is the best order? And for me, it's pretty straightforward. I don't know if yeah, for me, Google Ads, number 1, Event Hawk, number 2, you need a funnel on your website. And then I will go with Facebook ads. I like to go with the ones that have the highest purchase intent. High purchase intent, high purchase intent, high purchase intent. These are the first 3 that you should start with. Google ads, Facebook ads, Event Hawk. And then let's talk about SEO. And then consider investing in a truck wrap or whatever, if you have some extra money. But you want to spend as much money as possible on ads. Why? Because I want to make money. First of all, we don't charge a commission. We charge a flat rate. But look, who wouldn't want to spend this kind of money? Because look how much you're getting returned. The more you spend, the more you make, if you know what you're doing, right? So obviously at Event Hawk, we do this for you. You can hire us to do this for you. Not everybody gets the same results. We have a 96% success rate. What that means is, yes, 4% of people, 4% of party rental businesses just don't get results with us. And we're okay. I mean, we refund them. We have a 90-day money back guarantee. We give them their money back when we part ways. We're not perfect, but 96% of the time we can help. So if you might be one of that 4%, but I think those are pretty good odds. So with that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to kind of pause it here. Do you guys feel like this guy? Let me know in the chat that I know I went through a lot of information quick. I see somebody got their hand raised. I see a lot of questions in the chat. Let me know what is this? Put all your questions in the chat for now. What has this been helpful? What are some questions? A lot of those weren't even friends. Just suggestions that weren't ads. They're not ads. They're just like people that I follow or whatever, or groups and stuff like that. Tariq said, wow, yeah, it's all full of ads. When should we go to Google Ads? when should we do Google Ads with Facebook? Whenever you can afford it. Like I'm going to share let me ask you guys this. I'm going to give you guys this, by the way. I'm going to share this as a thank you. This is everything that I have to show. I wanted to finish early. We got 20 minutes. I want to leave time for questions. Usually I take the full hour, but I wanted to leave time for you guys to ask questions. So I'm going to drop this in the chat for anybody who stuck around this long. But if you're watching this as a recording, just comment cheat sheet. So let me put these in the chat for you guys. Actually, I'm going to put it in the end because then it's gonna get buried. Stick around. You're supposed to be here for 1 hour, so I'll share it at the end. So with that, so this is totally doable, but obviously and here's my question. We could spend the rest of the time answering questions, and we will, but if you don't want to do this yourself, we can do this for you. I do have a special offer that I could talk about. I don't want to sit here and sell the whole time, right? So I can share with you guys only if you guys want to. So put in the chat or in the comments if you guys are interested in learning about Event Hawk's packages. If nobody's interested, if everybody here already has Event Hawk, then we don't got to do that. But if you guys do, then I will just put packages or interested in the chat, and I'll share with you guys some of our pricing. I promise I won't take long. Just do 5 minutes. Okay, so Danilo said, I am packages. Yes, interested in, okay, all right, cool. So, all right, a lot of you guys are interested. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We used to charge a lot more. Let me tell you guys real quick. We used to charge a lot more because we had to custom build everybody's marketing plans. As we've gotten thousands of customers and worked with thousands of people, we now have templates. So my team and we can help people a lot faster. We've worked with more party rental businesses than anybody else. So what I'm going to share with you guys is a crazy price. You guys are going to be like, this is like, some of you guys who are already with us are going to be like, whoa, Tariq, what's with this low price? Message me directly if you're paying more than this. But what I'm about to show you guys is the lowest price we've ever charged for marketing. All right. And again, the reason is not because it's on sale. First of all, we can only take so many people, but we have the templates now. So don't feel like, why were you charging more before or whatever? So here we go. I'm going to share this with you guys. We have a pro package. I'm going to share with you guys 2 packages. And I saw somebody ask about Bookable. This works. This helps you get unlimited bookings. I know some of you guys are on our pay-per booking. This is the next level. This is a level up. If you're on pay-per booking, you're paying for each booking. It's kind of limiting because we have to make sure we get paid. We have to check every booking and all that. But if you want to graduate from that, you see that the process works, you're ready to go, and you just want unlimited bookings, these packages have no contract. You can cancel anytime, 90-day money-back guarantee. And yes, it works with any website. If you have Bookable, Wix, Squarespace, ERS, Inflatable Office, Bouncy Castle Network, obviously you get different features with each of them. Some of them are more open to integrations and stuff. Like Inflatable Office, you can get way more automations than with some of these other ones. But we can market to any website is what I mean to say. So if you're interested in any of these, you can comment, takeoff, or pro, depending on what you want. The pro package, this is something we launched. It's not really new, but we've never marketed it. This is a crazy package that has been super popular. And you guys I cannot tell you how effective it's been. So with the pro package, we do Google Ads, and we do the automatic texting funnels, and we do Facebook ads in the busy season, and then we do SEO in the off season. Why does this work? Because this is the best time to do it. I saw somebody ask, when should we do Facebook ads versus SEO versus Google ads? Facebook ads in the busy season, 100%. Google ads all year round. You want to run your Google ads all year round, hands down. There is never a time, not a month goes by in the United States, I don't care where you are, where people are not searching for bounce houses and water slides. Even in Chicago, when we're in negative 20 degrees, people are typing in water slide rentals. Why? Because there's big parties being booked for June. So your Google ads should never be turned off. You will get bookings for June in January, and those are typically the bigger bookings. So Google ads all year round, Meta ads or Facebook and Instagram ads in the busy season, and SEO in the off season. What do we charge for this? What we used to charge for this was $1,000 a month. That's what it used to be, $997. Here's what we're doing. Not $1,000. We are only doing $397 per month. That's it. This is the big boy package, guys. We have bigger packages than this for coaching and extra SEO, but $397, you get Google ads all year round. You get the pop-up and automated texting. We make your business textable. And then you get Facebook ads in the busy season and SEO in the off season. I'm going to share this link for anybody who's interested, or comment pro. This is how you go big. And guys, it's the cost of one rental. You know, and I know one rental could cover this, so it's crazy. And we have no contract. You can cancel anytime. Tariq, what about the off season? Tariq, what if it doesn't work? We're making it a no-brainer. 90-day money-back guarantee. Now, if that's too much for some of you guys, if you're like, Tariq, I only have 2 bounce houses, I still think this is worth it, right? Because it's going to help you get them booked. But we have another package. It's called the takeoff package. It helps you take off. This package does not include meta ads or SEO. It includes Google Ads and automated texting all year round. And this package, we used to charge $497 for it, but we're not charging $497 or even $297. Only this is the lowest price we have ever charged for Google Ads and automated texting, $197 a month. And yes, no contract, 90-day money-back guarantee. We have never charged this low, guys. We can only take, obviously, so many people. So if you guys are interested, I promised I would not sell the whole time. Just comment. I'll put the links in the chat where you guys can sign up and pay. I see a lot of people count me in. All right, here's the text. Go ahead and sign up. I just shared the links with you guys. The links, when you click them, it'll take you to a page that looks like this, $197 per month. You put in your credit card information. You can pay with Apple Pay or whatever, and we will be in touch tomorrow. We're going to get right to work, guys. We're going to start marketing your business right away. So I put those links in the comments. If you guys are watching this as a recording, just comment take offer pro. And I promised you guys I would not sell the whole time. So I'll take questions now, but I did share those links in the chat, and I will share with you guys the cheat sheet as well. So I'm putting all that in the chat right now, and then I will take it over for questions. Now, guys, if you sign up tonight, I can promise you that we are going to get with you tomorrow. If you wait and you want to think about it, you want to talk to us, you have questions, you can sign up. Sure. The price may change, but also it might take us, you might have to get in line. We might not be able to set you up for a while. This does take time to set up, right? There's other fees like the ad spend that you pay to Google. There's, you got to pay, like, you got to get a phone number to text. All that stuff takes time. It's not crazy fees. It doesn't go to us, but there's other things. It could take up to 3 to 4 weeks to set all this up for you, right? So if you are interested in taking your business off, start today. Don't waste time. We're going to give you your money back if you don't make money. I mean, we did not get all the 5-star reviews and the reputation by lying to people. You can cancel anytime and get your money back, but start today because it's only going to get busier, and then you're going to get mad at me when it takes 2 months to set this up for you. Like, Tariq, I paid 2 months ago. Right now, we have the time to set you up. After you pay, it's going to take you to a page with a calendar. If you'll notice, the calendar is fully open. Schedule a welcome call. We'll get you taken over right away. I've opened up the calendar so that we can help you guys right away. If you wait, there's not going to be time, and you're going to have to pay today and then get started in like 2 weeks. So if you're ready to get started now, go ahead and sign up. And I'll take it over. If you're wanting, all right, so let's go with questions. What if I want to upgrade? If you want to upgrade, go ahead and I would recommend just paying. Just go ahead and pay it, and we'll refund you the difference, or we'll credit the other plan. Just because this is a special thing, and if you want to upgrade, you can reach out and schedule a call, but by the time tomorrow comes, it might be booked. So I would recommend that you do that. Thank you, Zippy. Amazing process. You've seen prices much higher. Yes. Use Wix. Wix. Yes, we can work with Wix. I do recommend you get with one of these guys. Highly recommend Inflatable Office. They have the most automations and the most flexibility, but Wix will work. You'll just get better results with some of these. These guys were built for party-owned businesses. ERS is on here. Yeah. Somebody said no ERS. Yes, we can work with ERS, but they are limited. You won't get as many automations with ERS as with others. So there's that. What if we already have the funnel on our website? Then you don't have to use ours. You can just take the Google Ads. If you're already paying, this includes everything. So let's say you're already paying EventHawk $97 a month, then you'd pay $197 instead. I hope that answers your question, Rebecca. So you're not going to pay an extra $197. This would be $197 total. See, a lot of you guys are saying Takeoff Pro. I already sent you an email. Count me in for the Pro. Can you just do the meta ads? If you want just the meta ads, it's part of this package. So you can't pick and choose. Again, these prices are so low that this is what you'll pay. And then if you say, hey, I don't want the Google ads because I don't want to spend the ad spend, that's fine. But if you're saying, can we just do the meta ads, then I don't think you've been paying attention to the webinar, because Google ads is where you want to start. So that's what I recommend. Daniel, you said you can only take on so many people. If I'm paying per booking, can I sign up for after the summer? Again, you can. It's just you might have to wait in line, Daniel. So I would say the sooner the better for that. All right. What other questions do we have? We don't have storage, but Google. All right, guys, there's a ton of questions in the chat, and your question probably got buried. So I'm going to take new questions. If you guys have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat, and I will answer it. Okay, so I am per booking with just Google Ads. If I change to Pro, is it worth it when I only have 8 units? I think so. 8 units times however much you charge, $200. What's 2 times 800? Right? That's $1,600. If we can get you $1,600 a weekend, I think it's worth $397 a month. But that's your decision. Obviously, no guarantees. But if you're not happy, you have 90 days to change your mind, guys. And by the way, this is what's crazy. 90 days. That's pretty much our whole season. So if you are this type of person, which I know you're not, you could just work with us for 90 days, get all these bookings, then cancel, get your money back. I know we don't have scammy people here like that, but I mean, you're getting like 90 days gets you from May, June, all the way through July, all the way to August almost, to get your money back. So you have a lot of time to try this. Let's see. Is there a minimum for ad spend? There's no minimum, but we recommend starting with at least $10 a day. The question today I was meeting with one of our top clients. He was asking me, is there a maximum for ad spend? How much more can I spend? Why? Because he's making so much money. He's like, Tariq, where can I spend more money? This is working so well. I want to spend more money. And that money doesn't go to us. Like, we charge a flat fee, like you guys can see. This money goes to Google Ads or Facebook ads. So the more once this is all set up, there is a ramp, right? When you're first starting out, there is a ramp. It does take time to set all this up. But once it's all set up, typically, again, if all goes well, within 3 weeks, we're getting most people set up. And if you're responsive, this is what pisses me off. It blows my mind, actually. People will pay us, and then they'll ghost me. They're like, you paid, bro. I need access to your Google ads. I need this. I need that. I need your website logins. And they're just like, oh, I've been busy. Well, like, I don't know why you signed up if you're not going to help us help you, right? So there's no minimum, but we will guide you. We do have coaching as part of this. You guys have met some of our team. By the way, if you've talked to anybody from Event Hawk, let me know who your favorite team member is. Put it in the chat. I'd like to know who to give a shout out to. Zippy, it's a business expense and writing off. Yes, this is pretty much, you're going to write this off. Don't forget, you're writing off what you're paying Event Hawk, what you're paying for ads. So yes, it's pretty much, you're paying way less than this when you consider it a write-off. Marketing is not an expense. It's one of the first things you guys should invest in. One day you're going to have to hire an office manager and a bookkeeper and all these things. Those things are going to cost a ton of money. This is cake, right? This is what some of those people charge per day. So this is definitely something where you guys want to start in. How do we schedule a welcome call if you already joined? When you join, it's going to show you a calendar and it's going to say schedule a welcome call. I don't have that link. It's after you pay, it should take you there. Messiah, I just signed in. I'm locked in. Call me Tariq. All right, Messiah, my man. Messiah's man. Jamila says hi, Messiah. Messiah's my boy. We met at IAPA a few years ago. He's been great. Angie says just booked. Danilo says done. Awesome. Thank you guys all for signing up, for putting your trust in us. Again, when you guys sign up, just make sure you schedule a call or nothing happens. We need you to schedule that call. JJ says, we use Bookable as our CRM and we run our website. How do the pop-up funnels work? We would install the code on Bookable. We have not worked with a lot of Bookable people. So if we're not able to do it, then we'll send you the code. If we can't figure it out, we'll send you the code and you'll just have Bookable support install it for you. And we'll go from there. What's the difference between these options versus pay per booking? The biggest difference is unlimited. I mean, pay per booking, most people are paying 30, 40 bucks per booking. You're going to pay, what's 200 bucks divided by 40 for you math whizzes out there. Anyways, after like 5 rentals, you're at $200. So this gets you unlimited bookings, and it's less you having to watch, hey, did Event Hawk charge me for the right bookings, and us having to make sure that we make money. Because let's be honest, guys, we're a business. And if you're on pay per booking and we're not making money from you, then this isn't working. I'm paying my employees to market your business. And if I'm not making money, at some point we're going to say, hey, sorry, this isn't working. And you're going to be one of that part of that 4%. So this is the next step from pay per booking. Pay per booking is a great starter plan for people who are just testing the waters, who've never paid for marketing, who want to see what it's like. It's a great way to take the risk off of you. But this is definitely the next step. For 200 bucks a month, I dare anybody to find any marketing company in the world that charges this much for Google Ads and funnels, high-level account, auto texting. You'll never find a price that cheap, guaranteed. This is just unheard of. And the reason we do it, again, first of all, because we only do it for party-run companies, because we have templates that can make our job easier. And second of all, there's no second of all. That's the reason we do it, because it's not a lot of work for it. We're good at what we do. We're really good at it. We have the process down, so it doesn't take us hours to set up. Before signing up, is it possible to check if you do for anybody else in my area? Oh, I love that question. I love that question. We absolutely work with somebody in your area. We work in every area. We've got, again, we've worked with tons of people. We've worked with over 2,000. There's guaranteed to be somebody in your area that we're working with. But listen, there's no way you can meet the demand for everybody in your market. I guarantee you. Read the book. There is way more demand in this industry than supply. No one guy in a market can take on all the bookings. You don't have enough inventory. You don't have enough delivery guys. You don't have enough money to run Google Ads and hit every single guy in your area. I was talking to a guy in Minnesota today. One of the worst, like he's not in Florida. He's the guy that I was showing you, spending like $3,000-$4,000 a month on Google Ads, and Google still said he was only reaching 50% of the audience. $4,000 a month on Google Ads, and he was only reaching 50% of the audience. You do not have enough budget to hit everybody in your market. So don't worry about your competitors. There's tons of business to go around. You just need the traffic to go to. Remember, WTF. You got a website. If you don't got a website, we can help you get one. You get a website, you drive traffic to it and use the funnels. And at the end of the day, as much as I want to take credit for growing all these businesses, at the end of the day, the one who closes the sale is you. You are awesome. That's why people spend money with you. They don't spend money with you because your bounce houses look great or because they talk to you, they hear your voice and they can relate. They hear another mom. They hear a cool guy that's going to set up and that doesn't sound like a jerk, right? They see somebody who's texting them back right away. And they're like, hey, I want to book with this guy, even though he's $50 more expensive, because the other guy I haven't heard back from in 2 days. They want to work with somebody who's going to be responsive. So if you're worried about somebody else in your area having this, the person who delivers the best customer service will always win. And at the end of the day, there's way more than enough to go around. And if you ask any of the big dogs, they'll tell you the same thing. Great question, though. I love that question. If I upgrade and I want to come back to PPB, is that possible? No, you can't downgrade back to paper booking, but you can put the plan on pause for off season. Guys, at $197 a month, even if you're shut down for 6 months, that's $1,200, right? And nobody's shut down completely for 12 months. You want your Google Ads running all year round. This is going to be way worth it. And this is another thing. What's the difference between takeoff and paper booking? We're going to do a lot more for you on Google Ads. You're not, or on takeoff, because we're getting paid guaranteed. Again, this is a business. If I know that I'm going to make $197 a month, I'm going to make sure that I give you the attention that you need. With the paper booking, I'm sorry, I don't mean to call anybody out, but we have some people who are paying us like $35 a month because every booking we send them, they're like, oh, well, I could have got that booking anyway, or this or that. We're not going to keep working with people like that. And I would do the same thing. Trust me. I'm not bashing anybody, but paper booking is, if it's not making us this much, then we're not going to keep it going much longer, because you should be making money. If you're not paying us at least $200 with paper booking, then you're making some business decisions that are causing that. It's not the marketing, because we know it works. We know that we're able to generate tons of bookings for people all over the country. So why isn't it working for you? It's something that you're doing. It could be your prices. It could be the way you're talking to your customers. It could be your website. And we provide coaching for all of those things. But after so many months, if we work with you and you're still not getting results with paper booking, we're going to start canceling those plans. In fact, we've already started doing that with a few people, because it's just if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, right? So we're a business too. We need to make money. Rebecca said, Tom's our favorite guy here. Lionel. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of Lionel. Ricardo and Brandon. All right. Getting some love. Dale. Lionel's great. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the shout outs. I just started last week and Brandon has helped me so much. Awesome. Brandon, I don't know about Brandon. Brandon's like, he's got like I don't even know if he's human these days. He's like 100% energy, like raw energy all the time. He never shuts down. That guy's amazing. Bookable, Angie. Yes, we can work with you in Bookable. Again, if you're using Bookable or Wix or Squarespace, I do recommend you guys get party rental website that includes a booking software like that's made, highly recommend Inflatable Office because they give you a WordPress website and you get to keep the website even after you cancel. That's huge. These guys, unfortunately, if you cancel with them, you lose your website, you lose your SEO. That's why I signed up with Inflatable Office way when I first started. I wanted to know that I'm not married to my booking software, and I really respect that about them. I like to know that I have options. Do you do Google Business Profiles? Google Business Profile, yes, that's part of SEO. It's not part of the off-season SEO. Again, we do very basic SEO. We do a special type of SEO where mainly we're building your landing pages. Let me show you actually what our off-season SEO looks like. Let me pull one up here. We send you what's called a quick or easy SEO report. If you've ever had anybody do your SEO, you know it's very complicated. They send you these reports. You don't know what they mean. Let me share somebody's. All right, I'm gonna share Kurt's because I know Kurt's cool. I know he's not gonna get mad for me sharing his report. This is what we send you every month. Oh no, this isn't even Kurt. This is a template actually. Here, I'll just share a template. Template. All right, here's what it looks like. Every month we send you something like this. It'll have your Google Maps heat maps. Man, this is empty. All right, sorry, Kurt's gonna have to do. Let me show you. All right, so here's what it looks like. Every month in the off season, we'll send you something like this. It'll show before and after the heat maps. So like you notice, like this was a 10, now it's a 7. This was like they're improving. So you should see them turn more and more green. And then we show you like, we create landing pages for you. So we create for each town, we'll create, I don't know how many, like maybe 2 a month, I think. I'm not sure. But we create, and you can always upgrade. A lot of people will upgrade. They'll say, Tariq, I want to get like 10 landing pages this month. You can pay for more, but I think we give you one or two a month. So we'll build a page like this. Like you guys notice how I ranked for Frankfurt when I typed in bounce house rentals near me? This is my website right here. This is my homepage. But look at the SEO work. The reason that I ranked number 2 in this area is because I have a page for Frankfurt. Google doesn't send them to my homepage. It sends them to this page that is about Frankfurt, right? So we will make a page, and this isn't just like a page you can copy and paste. A lot of work goes into these pages. There's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff, but if you do it right, you can rank in every city. And the first step to that is having a page, and then we can talk about backlinks and stuff like that. But that is the main thing that we do with off-season SEO is build pages like this for your website. We don't do a lot of backlinks or anything like that. We just focus on building you high quality landing pages in the off season. And then from there, we can kind of decide on next steps. See what other questions we had. Where's the chat? Megan, all I see is you, by the way, and you're like frowning the whole time. So you need to ask a question because you're like right there. It's just showing Megan, like that's the first one I see. I'm like, why is she judging me? Sheesh. All right. So that's the answer on Google Business Profile. Taylor says, I hate Google Ads. I'm happy to pay y'all to do it. Yes, Google Ads can be complicated. I've done plenty of videos. You'll see I've been doing videos every year on how to run your own Google Ads. And people always just end up saying, Tariq, I watched your video. I did it. Can I just pay you to do it? It just keeps changing. So you can try it yourself. But again, for this price, it does not make sense. Think about your time. Whenever I think about, should I hire somebody to do something or should I do it myself? I think about what's my time worth. So when I worked at the hospital, I was making like $30 an hour. That's my hour. That's what my hour is worth. So I say, okay, $30 an hour. How much to make 197? I'm usually good at math, but that's like 7 hours. Yeah. So about 7 hours of my time. If I can do all this in less than 7 hours a month, then yes, it's worth it to do it myself. Because I used to make about 197 in 7 hours. So if you think you can do all the work that we do, run your own Google Ads, create a pop-up funnel, and build all the things that we built in less than 7 hours a month, then yeah, don't pay us. Do it yourself. But I guarantee that's impossible. right? We've already built all this for you. So if it's going to take you more than 7 hours a month, which I guarantee it will, then it's worth it. Your time is worth money. So you just hire somebody like what Taylor's saying. So thank you, Taylor. Adriano says, Event Hawk team rocks 100%. Thank you, Adriano. You're the man. Thank you for always joining. Air Amazing says, what is the recommended ad spend on top of the pro pricing? 18-inch inflatables. Again, you're going to start with $10 or $15 a day. And then you're going to come to me and you're going to say, Tariq, how much more can I spend? Take more money, take more money. And again, this goes to Google, not me. You're going to want to spend more because you're going to see results when everything is set up. Let me show you guys how we set up the Google Ads, by the way. What's cool about our program is you get your very own Google Ads account. We don't do it in our account. You get to own the account. So if you decide to go elsewhere with your business, it's yours. So here's my Google Ads account. And I want to show you guys how and this might not be a good example because we're just coming out of off season, but here's what I spent. Here's what it looks like. Like you'll have a campaign for each thing that you do, if you can afford it, right? So I'm spending $163 a day. So there's your answer. Amazing. I didn't start out spending 163 bucks a day. I started out spending 10 bucks a day. Why do I spend $163 a day? Because I know that I'm making way more than that. But here's the good news. I don't actually spend $163 a day. This is my max budget. What I spent yesterday was, let's see what I spent yesterday. Yesterday, I spent $139. Dang, so it is getting up there. But let's see what I got. So let's see in the last 30 days what I spent. I spent $2,246. And I made $4,575. Those are actually pretty crappy results. I got to talk to the Google Ads team. But now Megan's laughing at me. But I know why. I now have two. This first time I tell you guys this, actually. I now have two full-time office assistants. Two of them. And their job is to call every single person. Look how many leads I got for $2,000. I got 112 Event Hawk or inflatable office leads. They're calling every single one, and they're booking a ton of them. And when you book them over the phone, unfortunately, we do not see the results here. This is online bookings. I got about $4,500 in online bookings, people booking online, but most of our bookings now are coming over the phone. So when you call, unfortunately, and book people, it doesn't show the results. I am training my girls to be master salesmen. When they pick up the phone, they're getting a credit card. That's what I'm training them to do. So they're not going to wait. Oh, if you want to think about it and go back to our website. No, they're trying to close. We do this thing called Bam Fam. I read this in a software book. It's the greatest thing. It's called Bam Fam. Book a meeting from a meeting. Book a meeting from a meeting. In our world, it's book a call from a call. Before you hang up with the customer, oh, let me talk to my husband. Okay, when are you going to talk to him? Oh, later tonight. Okay, can I call you the same time tomorrow and see what he said? Yes, because a lot of you guys feel uncomfortable following up. This is where you take away that anxiety. You already got permission to follow up. Bam, fam, book a meeting from a meeting. So that's what my girls do. They're booking a call. They're booking the next call always. Okay, you're going to talk to your husband? Would it be okay if I called you tomorrow, Mary? Because I only have one of these unicorn bounce houses. I'll call you tomorrow. If it's still available, can I give you a call and see if you guys still want it? Oh yeah, sure thing. They love it because guess what? Mary's going to forget. Mary has a million things on her mind. She doesn't want to have to remember to call you. You're going to call her. You're doing her a favor. So this is what the Google ads are going to look like. You're going to get your very own account that you own. If you don't have one, we'll build it for you. If you have one, then you'll give us access. And you could see how much I spent on each one of these. So you'll see like how much I spent on each campaign. Let's see, cost $6 on branding, $100 on water slides, $375 on dunk tank. Dang, way too much. Got to see what's going on there. No bookings. So see, like right here, with most other marketing companies, they'll tell you, oh, you spent this much and made this much. Okay, but why? They don't know because everything's in one. But here you could like, here, this is a problem right here. I'm going to get on my Google Ads account manager and say, hey, why did I spend $300 and get no bookings? And I only got 5 leads. I can track those leads and see if they booked. Is that normal? I don't know. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's bad. I don't have much experience with dunk tanks. This is new to me, but that looks pretty bad to me. And that's okay. We're learning. We're not perfect. But for bounce houses and water slides, I spent $100 and I got in 30 days. That doesn't look right. Look, now I'm embarrassing myself. 2. for bounce houses, this is where most of them come from. Spent $700 and got 44 leads. 44 leads. And some of them are bookings. So you can actually segment them. Now I'm getting into details here. I don't want to confuse you guys, but you can actually break it down and see like bounce houses. I spent $700. I got 44 leads. 30 of them were Event Hawk leads. 12 of them were IO leads, and 2 of them were IO online sales. They booked online all on their own. The others we booked through calling them on the phone, etc. But to answer your question, you're going to see this. You're going to see how much you spent, how much you made, and you're going to come to us and you're going to say, can I spend more money? Please let me spend more money. So I'm seeing that question a lot about how much to spend. All right, let me take on. I know I went through a lot here. I'll answer the rest of the questions here before we wrap up. Do you ever do a buying group? Like a bunch of us puts in an order of chairs with a company to get a huge discount. That's a good way to do it. I guess you'd have to get them all delivered to the same place because that's what gets you the delivery. Zippy said, Tariq is on fire. Thank you, Zippy. Zippy, you are the man, man. I love your dedication. Zippy's on here on every single roundtable webinar, always learning. Great guy to learn. If you want to learn balloon twisting or foam parties, this guy is definitely your guy. Lane says, do you do Google business profiles? I think I already answered that. We can help you create one. Part of our off-season SEO is we could focus on that, but I highly recommend you focus on those pages. We do give you a training. I've done trainings on SEO, and if you sign up, if you are an Event Hawk member, in the Collab app, there's a course, a really, really, really good course that you get for free. It's like a $600 course. You get it for free that teaches you how to optimize your Google My Business and a lot of other things. It's called Party Rental Marketing Bootcamp or something like that. It's a ton of stuff. So if you don't have it, you can get it for free. It's something we never even actually launched it. I did it and I do a lot of stuff that I don't actually announce. I just do it and I forget to launch it and I waste a bunch of time and money, but we do have it. So Lane, if you're already a member, I think you are, and you want, a few of you guys have asked about Google Maps. I have a really, really good training on Google Maps. And if you're a member, it is paid, but if you're a member, you can have it for free. So just text in and we can get it for you. But it's in the Go Collab app. It's called the Party Rental Marketing Bootcamp. When did that SEO report start? I don't have those answers. Sorry. Sorry. Where does the Google Map heat map come from? We use, and I'm more than happy to be transparent with you guys, we use Local Brand Manager. That's what we use. It's a paid software. This is what we use. And that's how we generate those heat maps. So if you want to do that on your own, you can. What do you use for the heat map? Yep, I just answered that. Signed up for Google Ads. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate you. 3 years. I've never seen that report. Oh, Darren. Yes, this was this last off season. Just this last off season is when we started this program here, the off season SEO. That's your question. So Darren's like, I've been with you guys for 3 years. How come I never got that report? This started this past off season. We sent everybody a text and email. We said, hey, we can do your SEO in off season if you get on this package. So if you're not getting it, then you're probably not on this package. If you are on this package and you didn't get it, then either you ignored us or we dropped the ball. So more than likely, I don't think you're on that package. If you're the Darren that I'm thinking about. Zach says, how do you measure conversions with Google Ads? Is it a booking or a quote? I think I just answered that. We look at both. So we look at bookings and you will see everything. We're very transparent, and we're not transparent so that for you, we're also transparent for us. This is how we became the best at what we do. We want you to hold us accountable. We want you to tell us and come to us and say, Tariq, I'm not making money. I'm getting quotes, but no bookings. Okay, great. Let's see why. Let's talk about it, because there's usually a very good answer. It's one of 3 things. It's either your website, your ads, or it's you. The way you're talking to customers, the way you're responding to them, you're taking too long to text back. It's always one of those 3 things. So those are the 3 things that we offer business coaching as part of the pro plan. Your business coach will meet with you after the 30-day mark. You'll start getting the business coaching included. We just hired a new business coach. She's amazing, and she speaks Spanish as well. So for those of you guys who speak Spanish or prefer Spanish, we have that now. We have a few people that speak Spanish now. But your business coach, after the first 30 days, you qualify for business coaching at no cost. where you can schedule a call with a business coach, and we start to look at those 3 things and help you measure your funnel. I did this at IOA. Let me see if I can find it. Actually, it was pretty good. Funnel. All right, I'm not going to find it, but you got it here. I'll answer your question. Man, you guys are asking so many good questions. It's always like this. 1,000, like you get like, let's say 10,000 clicks, 100 leads, or 100 calls, and 10 bookings. This is a funnel. This is what a funnel looks like. And it's called a funnel because it looks like a funnel, right? Actually, I got my tires done the other day, and they had a funnel, or actually the gas station. And I grabbed one just for you guys, just to show it to you guys. Grab it. Bam! Right here. Stop my share. I'm like, I'm going to show this off at the next webinar. Boom! This is what a funnel looks like, right? So you get a bunch of people in the beginning, like 10,000 clicks or 1,000 clicks is what it starts with. And then as you go down the funnel, it gets less and less. That's why it's called a funnel. The most important concept in marketing is the funnel. And it's so important because nobody talks about it. Everybody talks about marketing, but nobody talks about funnels. Man, they laughed at me when I brought up funnels today. They said, oh, you don't need funnels. That's stupid. Listen, you got to understand how many people you lose at each step of the funnel. You start out with 10,000 clicks in whatever period. How many of those converted to leads or phone calls? You have to know that number. Otherwise, you're only going to look at the bottom line, which is bookings. Tariq, why is the funnel so skinny at the bottom? Why did I only get 2 bookings? I got 10,000 clicks and 2 bookings. Well, it's one of 2 things. Either you didn't get enough leads, or you're a terrible salesperson. You got a ton of leads and you just didn't know how to sell them. It's always going to be one of those 2 things. So the 3 steps in every funnel are these right here. Or the basic, you could break up a funnel into a million steps, but the basic ones are clicks, leads or calls or whatever, and then bookings or sales. So you see how it looks like an upside down triangle? This is a funnel. It's always going to look like this. Nobody's ever a straight bar. You're never going to close, and that's normal. It's just you want the funnel to be as wide as possible. You want it to be like 20 bookings out of 100. So if you got 10 bookings and you got 100 leads, is very different than if you got 10 bookings and 50 leads. 2 totally different problems. Because this guy is converting at a rate of 20%. If you had 50 calls and you closed 10 of them, you closed 20%. But if you had 100 calls, you closed 10%. Why am I telling you this? Because if you close 10%, then you need to learn how to sell better. But if you close 20%, then you don't really need to sell better. You need to focus on getting more leads because clearly you're a good salesperson. We just got to get you more leads. So in this scenario, I would focus on, if you tell me, Tariq, how do I get more business? I'd say, hey man, we got to get you more leads. But in this scenario, I would say, we don't need to get you more leads. Before we get you more leads, what are you saying to your customers? We need to talk to you about how to sell better. And 10% is not a bad number, by the way. That's the minimum that you should be closing. But just as an example, this is why the funnel matters. I don't know why I went on that tangent, but somebody asked a question that triggered that. So I think the question was, what do you track as a conversion? We track, generally speaking, we track leads and sales. And if you have IO, we can track like the leads, the quotes inside IO. So we can track Event Hawk leads. You're always going to get more Event Hawk leads than inflatable office quotes. And that's good because you can track how many of the Event Hawk leads convert to actual quotes. So what I consider these is like a cold lead and a hot lead. So Event Hawk leads are cold because you don't got a lot of information from them. Inflatable office quotes, you're going to get less of them, but they're hotter. So we could look at these numbers together and say, okay, why did you only convert? So this is great, actually. Like we got almost a 50% conversion rate from leads to quotes. So notice we got 30 leads and 12 quotes. We were able to convert 30 leads to 12 quotes. This is the next step. An Event Hawk lead is this. It's just a name, email, phone number. That's it. Name, email, phone number. I ask for city too. An inflatable office quote or inflatable office lead is like where they put in their name, email, phone number, address, start time, end time, surface. They've given us a lot more information. So they're much hotter. They're much more likely to book than somebody who didn't even give me their party date or what they want to book, right? So this is the next step. So then this funnel, I can actually go deeper and I can add a fourth step to the funnel. And I could say, 40 quotes. Because a quote is like a full quote where you get like all the information you need. And what's cool about quotes, I love quotes because even if I don't book them this year, I'm going to text them next year. By the way, pro tip, somebody did this to me and blew my mind. I went to somebody's website because I'm snooping, right? They're my competitor. And I got a quote and I did not book with them, obviously. Next year, I kid you not, they had me thinking I booked with them. They sent a text. They're like, oh, it's time to book your bounce house again, Tariq. Like, what? What the? I don't remember booking a bounce house last year. They did it so good. I was like, whoa. So what they're doing and what you guys should be doing, they didn't lie. They didn't say I booked with them. But because I got a quote with them and because they know my party date, they made sure to email me 2 months before my party or a month before my party or whatever, as if I booked with them. And I started doing that too. And now I have people book with me who book with my competitors, but they got a quote with me. But because I get to them before my competitor and I'm like, oh, it's time to book your party. They're like, oh, I guess it is. And they go and book. They're like, wait, this isn't the company we booked with last year. But by the time they realize that, they're so impressed with our service and with our awesomeness and our responsiveness that they're ready to book. So that's a pro tip. No harm, no foul. Definitely up for grabs. All right. That was your question, Zach, that took me off the rails with that. How do you measure conversions? David said, if I don't see auto bookings within 30 minutes of my phone ringing, I call. So far, I'd say 20 to 30% of those didn't auto book. I was able to book on the phone. Yes, thank you, David. People will book over the phone. Man, sometimes I'll book just because I don't want to, you know what? I'm supposed to shop around. My wife told me to shop around, but this guy's on the phone right now. I don't want to have to work. Here, just take my card, man. I'm just going to book. I'll deal with my wife's mood later because I booked without shopping around. But at least I can. Everybody's busy, guys. We're all busy. Now you can get benefited from the fact that people are too busy because you're offering them a benefit. Like, listen, Mary, if you don't want to have to worry about this, we can book it right now, and you can just mark the bounce house off the party. You won't have to worry about the bounce house. We'll take care of it. You won't have to think about it. I'll take care of everything. You could worry about the cake and the decorations. Let's get the bounce house off the list right now. I guarantee you, if you say that to more customers, they'll get a laugh, they'll chuckle, and a ton of them will actually take you up for it. You know what? Let's just do it. You're right. Let's just do it. You're a good salesperson. You're a good, and they'll just do it because you're offering them, you're making their life easier. And that's what sales is. Sales is not convincing people to do business with you. It's opening up. It's not closing a sale. It's opening up a relationship. It's helping the other person so much for free that they're like, man, this guy's great. Let's take my money. All right, going on. No bookings for foam either. Yeah, we got one booking for foam so far in June. So I'm excited about getting the first one. Air Amazing said, can I book a call to ask more specific questions? Yes, you can. You do your own I do my own marketing now with a marketing background, but high level, and having someone else do it would be nice. I do my own marketing too, Air Amazing, but guess what? I have Event Hawk doing it. Obviously, I own the company, but I still pay the people to do my marketing because there are things that only I can do, and there are things that anybody can do. Nobody else in my company can build the culture, can hire. Oh man. We got into a car, my guy, first time we get into a car accident last weekend. They were doing pickups. I'm so disappointed. I just gave this guy a raise 2 days before. He might even be watching this. I don't care. I gave this guy a raise 2 days before. I'm like, the season's starting out. I'm bumping you up. Thank you for your commitment. You've been coming in all off season. And he was coming in all off season. Every time we have just one job, a lot of the other guys are like, oh, I'm not going to come in for just one job. This guy came in. He was awesome. And I bumped him up. And then we have a new hire. So I'm like, bro, I'm trusting you. You've been doing great. Here's a raise. Just teach this guy the ropes. What does he do? He hits a car from the back. I already know what happened. I'm like, let me just give this guy the benefit of the doubt, right? What reason is there for you to hit somebody from the back? There's only one reason. And it's always going to be your fault. We all know this. He's a kid. He doesn't know that. So he tells me some story. I'm like, whatever, let him save face. Then I talk to the kid. I'm offering the other kid a job, and I'm going somewhere with this. This is the stuff that you want to focus on. You can hire somebody to do your marketing, but you can't hire somebody to do what I'm about to tell you I had to do. I call the kid, the new kid. I'm like, hey, how'd your ride go? I'm sorry that you hit a car on your first day. He's like, yeah, man, that was pretty crazy. I love the job, but can I tell you something? Can I be honest with you? I'm like, yeah. And I already know what he's going to say. And I'm like, please, no, please, no. He's like, honestly, man, I didn't feel safe. That guy was texting the whole time and driving with his legs. And I was like, shit, how embarrassing. Like and here's where it gets really worse. I knew that and I could have whatever, but then he tells me this. He's like, and another thing, the customer offered us some shots. And I said no. And they gave it to us. And I said no. And he said, okay, I'll drink them both. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So like, this is the stuff that like, shame on me, right? Like you learn, but culture is something that only you can do. Marketing, let somebody else do that. Because I'm busy with other things, now, again, worse things can happen. But now I have to fire this kid or talk to him. And, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. We do need him. And he is a great kid, but like, I've never had that talk with my guys to tell them don't drink on the job. Like, I never even thought I'd have to. He's underage. That's the worst part. He's under freaking age. I don't know why the customer offered him alcohol. And like, I don't know. I didn't think I had to tell my guys not to drink on the job, but now I have to figure, now it's just a thing. And we got insurance and all these things. And I have to, if I keep him on, which I need him, and I give him a chance and he deserves a chance, that tells the other guys that it's okay to wreck the work truck and to text and drive and to drink on the job. And he's telling them all these things. They talk. He's not gonna tell me these things. He's gonna tell them these things. And that's going to set that example. And if I let him go, then I'm going to be screwed and I need the help. So, I mean, I think I know the answer now that I'm talking about it out loud. It's clear what I have to do, but it sucks. It really sucks because he is a good kid. But now I have to also think about how do I prevent this in the future? What kind of talk do I have with him? And he's going to deny it. And I've already gotten sued by an employee before, called the Department of Labor on us because he said we were stealing his tips. Guy showed up outside, said, come out right now. If you don't come out right now, we're going to give you a ticket. I'm like, bro, I'm out of town. I was down the street. I'm like, we're seasonal. We don't say no, we work from home when I'm out of town. He's like, you need to come to the office right now. I'm like, bro, I'm in another state. I can't come right now. He's like, okay, fine. I'll be here on Tuesday. I had to get a lawyer, pay them $3,000. Thankfully, we didn't get a fine, but all because he accused us because of those freaking online tips. Everything was fine when he did cash tips. When he did online tips, like, you guys, this customer promised that they were going to give me a tip. You're saying you're lying. I'm like, bro, customers say that all the time. This customer said that they were going to tip online. Yeah, they lied to you, bro. Like, here's the report. And over like $13 or $20 in tips, he went and called the Department of Labor. So those are the fun things that you deal with in this industry. And those are the things that, all this to say, work on preventing those things and building a culture and building a business that can run itself. Let the marketing and the deliveries and anything you can delegate, be a boss. Don't be somebody who, if you're doing everything yourself, you're not a boss. You're self-employed. That's not how you grow a business. So moving on, other questions. Can I learn how to get credit card with your girl? What are you talking about? Can I learn how to get credit card with your girl? Not sure what you mean about that. We do have a funding program. I don't know. Megan's laughing. I'm not sure, Tom. Sorry, Tom. You know what's funny? Tom actually called me. I'm going to call you out, Tom. Tom was one of the first people who read the book. You got the book here. And this guy, Tom, I think you're Cambodian, but Tom has an accent. Very cool accent, by the way. He was one of the first people who read the book. Tom is on the back of the book because he left me a review. And this guy has the nerve to read the book and tell me, Tariq, the book was great, but I really think you need Grammarly because you got a bunch of grammar mistakes. I'm like, bro, this isn't even your first language. You're calling me out on grammar? Shame on me. So, you guys might have said, I went out and I got the year subscription of Grammarly. Thanks to you, Tom. Grammarly's a little bit richer. But here you are now. I can't even understand what you just said. That was my whole point of my story. use Grammarly when you're writing your comments. We do have a funding program for those of you guys interested in 0% interest loans. We have a partner. We did a webinar on this. If you go to funding.eventhawk360.com, you can apply for, I love you, Tom. Sorry if I called you out, but I know you could take it. This is really great. We have a partner now that can give you up to $100,000 in 0% funding. We did a whole webinar on it. I'll share this link here. It's free to apply, so I do recommend you guys check them out. They will schedule a call with you like the next day, and they'll talk to you. If your credit is bad, then they will they'll walk you through it. So if you're watching a recording, comment funding. But if you guys are interested in this, here's the funding link, how to get loans, loan info. Boom. I just put it in there. It takes like literally a minute to fill this out. And then from there, they will text you and call you or set up a time to talk to you. So I think that's what you meant. Tom, sorry to call you out, but you are the man. All right, let's see. Where were we? Zippy says, foam is still new in most places. It takes, or sorry, Dylan said this to Zippy. Foam is still new in most places. It takes a lot of marketing, way more than inflatables. Yes, I agree. We are running a lot of Facebook ads for foam, and still, I think it's the weather, and so people just got to get it. Foam is one of those things where there's not much, you have to create the demand. You have to tell people, like, literally speak in your ads and say things like, I'm just thinking about this now, like, are you tired of renting bounce houses for your birthday parties? Do you want something new? That's what foam be. But here's what me and Zoella are working on. There's an automation inside of EventHawk that is an upsell automation that is off by default because not everybody uses it. But we're turning it on, and we're going to upsell every one of our bounce house and waterside customers to add foam. So every Monday, this text will send out to everybody who's got a party that coming weekend and say, hey, we now have foam parties. Do you want to add it on for this much? So that's what we're going to do. So hopefully we can get some bookings that way. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't tell you if it works or not, but I think we should get some bookings that way by showing like a cool video and saying, hey, you can add a foam party to your thing. I know I'm the type, I'll spend that money. My wife will be like, you're crazy, we're not spending that. But I'll be like, dude, this is the coolest thing. 2 to 4.5% conversions. I've gotten about 5 bookings thanks to this. Awesome, Talia. Glad to hear it. Can do the same thing with birthdays. If you put a birthday in EventHawk, you can set up an automation to text them before their child's birthday. Yes, you can. You'd have to build it yourself, or we could. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more about that. It's a lot of work. So, Taylor says, good to know. Phone parties are better marketed on Facebook. Yes, it does require more education. Can we do auto messages like that? Not sure what you meant about auto messages, but that's what EventHawk does, the auto messages. Darren says, you need cameras in your trucks. I know a guy. I was thinking that actually. I do think, I think that's what I'm going to tell him because I don't like confrontation. You guys don't know me, but I'm not a very confrontational person. And the worst thing that you can do to me is call me a liar. And I'm just going to say, okay, then I guess I'm wrong. I don't do fight. I don't do arguing. I just walk away. So I think I'm just going to, all right. What I'm probably going to do is let the guy go and tell him that there were cameras in the truck and I saw him texting and driving and whatever. That might be my only way to the coward's way out, because I don't do the whole yelling at somebody saying you're fired. I can't do that. So I'm just going to probably make something up. I don't know. I need to do better at that. My wife is better with that stuff. Yells at me all the time. Chris says, I can help with that conversation. Chris, yes, reach out to me because yeah, this is the stuff that gives me a pit in my stomach. I hate firing people and dealing with this. Shoot me a message on Facebook, Chris. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What funding program do you offer? I shared the link. We've had a lot of success. A lot of people said, great. They will help you get money. If they can't help you get money, if your credit is bad, they'll help you with your credit. They do charge a fee. We did a whole webinar on it. You can find it on our YouTube channel with the people from that company. So you can check that out. iPhone says, can't wait to start getting some bookings. Just started, so super nervous. Dude, welcome. Congratulations on starting. You're jumping in. I hope you read the book. Best $19 you'll spend, because it's got a lot of stuff to avoid. 10 years of mistakes in there. Angie says, I can relate. Taylor says, EventHawk got us our first 50 bookings in our first year. Woo! Congratulations, Taylor. 50. That's awesome. We were dead in the water until we found Tariq. Oh, you're killing me over here. Thank you so much for sharing. Um, Tom says, you teach your girl how to master on. Oh, okay. You want to learn. Tom says, you teach your girl how to master on sales, and I want to learn that. That's what I mean. Okay, Tom. Tom, um, you can, you're a member of Event Hawk. You can actually schedule a call with my girl, Zoel. She can teach you. She's done webinars. You guys see her on the, she's done amazing. Zoel, she's probably not even watching this, but she is the definition of a good leader. She does things that I don't even ask her to do, and I love that. She built this whole follow-up automation inside of EventHawk. Let me show it to you guys, actually. Let me show this to you guys. I didn't even know you could. I know you could do this, but I've never done it. Let me pull up my EventHawk here. I shouldn't show this to you guys because a bunch of you guys are going to start asking me to set this up for you. We will not set this up for you. This is not part of the program. You have to set this up yourself or talk to Zoel on how she set it up because I don't even know how she set it up. But we hired a new girl. So what does Zoel do? Because she's an awesome leader. She goes and she sets her up with a follow-up program. Check this out. In EventHawk, there's this thing called tasks. You're like, what? I know. I never look here. We never use tasks in EventHawk. Look at what they do. She has Paulina, the new girl, and set up all her follow-ups right here in EventHawk. And these are the people that she followed up with: follow-up 2, follow-up 3. I don't know what she does exactly with this, but she has this whole thing where Polly will follow up with them, and they've been closing like crazy. Like we were up almost 100% the last I checked compared to this time last year. Now, obviously, having 2 people is great, but this is crazy. Like I didn't even know she built this. Like I don't even know how she did this. Don't ask me how. I don't know if this is automated, if they do this. If you guys text in and ask for Zoel, she has a calendar we could send you, and you guys could schedule a call with her, or maybe she could talk about this in the next roundtable. But like no call goes unfollowed up with 3 times. That was what I told her, and this is what she did. She did it in here. I usually follow up with people in Inflatable Office, but she went and built this whole system here. So really, really cool, and it's been working. My new girl got 9 sales last week. 9, and she's been with us less than a month. All right. Amazing. Tom, he has an awesome video on closing the deal with a simple phone call. Yes, Tom did an amazing um, presentation YouTube video. If you look on Event Hawk YouTube channel, you can see Tom does really well. Tom, actually, he was one of our speakers at the Bounce House Bosses conference. This guy makes $300,000 with 14 inflatables. $300,000 with just 14 inflatables. So if you think, or 14 rental items, I should say, that's got tents, I think, and stuff. We have a recording of his talk at Bounce House Bosses conference for sale. That one we did have to sell because we did sell tickets for $97. You guys can get all the recordings from Bounce House Bosses conference. There's like 2 full days of it. So we have that. If you guys are interested, let me know. I can send you guys that information. We've been doing foam for a few years. Best place for foam is in schools. Really, Sean, do tell. Do tell. I'd love to learn how you're getting your foam bookings for schools. I know some places don't allow bounce houses in schools anymore. So foam, that's actually cool. Foam is kind of new. If foam is new in your area, that's actually great because you can start the market. I don't know how to get into schools though. We haven't tried, to be fair, and school's almost over. But Sean, maybe you can reach out to me in the next roundtable we do. Maybe we could talk about this and you could teach us all how you get into schools, unless you're scared of your competitors watching. Rebecca said, we have a soft play company and it is newer too, and people don't know about the industry either. Yes, soft play is very hard to market. We do not recommend people who just do soft play to sign up with us. In fact, we turn them away, unfortunately, because we just don't have success at it. Taylor says, how much are you charging for foam add-on? Don't ask me that, Taylor. Don't do what I do because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just throwing numbers out there to see what works. Here's what we're trying. Shouldn't show you this because I don't want you guys to copy me because I copied somebody else and I don't know if it's going to work, but we set up our foam. I don't even have a foam category. Where's foam? I don't even know where foam is on our site. So we set it up like this: 275, 375, 475. So that's what we're going to try now. We had it before, it said 275 per hour. That was wrong. It was scaring people away. So we set it up like this and let's see what happens. But I think for foam, especially if you have like in inflatable office, I have 26,000 contacts or leads, I should say. So let's say half of those are doubles. I got like 15,000 leads. You should be emailing your people. Email them. Hey, we now carry foam. These people already know you. They already trust you. They're the first people who you should be marketing your business to. Share. Stick him in the warehouse or not a driving position if you truly feel he deserves a second chance. Thank you. Somebody with some compassion here, like me, who just feels bad. We'll see. We'll see. Do you charge for day or how? Again, you got to look at your market. I was talking to somebody yesterday where they do 24-hour rentals. I was like, whoa. But everybody in her market does that. She's in Alabama. Like she's like, that's the common thing. We do 6-hour rentals, but in reality, it's ends up being a 24-hour rental. But that's what our website says, and that's worked for us. So you have to kind of see what is everybody in your market doing. You either do what they do or you beat them by a little bit. David says automations aren't really that hard. It's just a bunch of if-then statements. Yes, if you're technical, then you can do very well with automation. It's a lot of fun. Colleen says, I turned in late, but I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Give me the automations. Thoughts on TikTok paid ads? Sorry, Colleen, can't repeat the whole thing. This will be on YouTube later this week. But last thing here, I'll show you this real quick. Take a screenshot. We offered a really special offer where we can do your Google ads. This is the minimum that I recommend you do. Google ads and automated texting pop-ups, $197. And then we have, if you want meta ads and SEO, then you can do that. I'll put the links in the chat again. If you're interested in making money ASAP, then I do recommend you sign up today because a bunch of people already signed up and the line is just getting longer. So there's that. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you for enjoying and thank you for joining in. By the way, we still have 51 people here and we are 40 minutes past. You guys have no life just like me. That's awesome. Thank you guys. Woo! Thank you guys for sticking around. I always tell people are like, oh, thank you, Tariq, for doing this. Like, you guys are saving my marriage. If I wasn't talking to you guys, can you imagine my wife having to listen to me run my mouth like this? She can't do it anymore. She thought it was so cool and interesting when we first met. And it's funny. Now she doesn't. Now I'm lame. So I'm like, I'll go talk to people who like me. All right, let's keep going. The questions just keep coming in. Where do I get your book? Oh, thank you for asking. We actually have a website called Bounce House School that has all the different formats. You can get it as an audiobook or as a physical book. Oh, no, Bounce House people. Sorry, I don't know who's what. I just shared somebody else's website. That's a cool business name, Bounce House people. Bounce House School.com. You can get the book on Amazon. You can get it on Audible. Or you can get it from the link that Zippy just shared. So here is the website, Bounce House School. This is what it looks like. Thank you guys for taking a picture with the book to help me make this page. These are real pictures of awesome people who took pictures with the book so that I can make this awesome collage here at IOA. So some of you guys are in there. If you see yourself, give yourself a shout out. Thank you guys. You could get it as an ebook, hardcover, paper cover, or audiobook. And easiest way is just to get it on Amazon, honestly. It's not clickable. Why are these not? See, shame on me. My pictures aren't even clickable. But yes, you can get it on Amazon, and you can get it in all the formats. Thank you for asking. A lot of good stuff in the comments, by the way. A lot of good lessons here. So Tariq says, I'm spending $15 a day on Google Ads and I have paper booking. So going pro will add the SEO during off season and FB meta ads. Yes, Tariq. We will start your meta ads nowish. So what we'll start doing is retargeting all those people from Google Ads who did not book. We will retarget them with Facebook ads now, Facebook and Instagram ads. And then come the off season, we'll start building those landing pages for you. So yes, that would be the next step. I know you're already killing it. So for you, it's going to be a no-brainer. They'll do great. Postcards. Okay, postcards for phone parties. Interesting. I would love to learn more about your postcard process. You guys know I give it all away. I love to teach. So if you guys like to teach too and you want to come on here and teach us how you do your postcards, we would love that. Somebody said, yikes, too low for foam. Zippy, whoa, Zippy. Zippy's bashing my prices are too low. All right, Zippy, see you. Sorry, I'm not in Arizona where it's 2 million degrees all the time. Taylor says, how much are you charging for the foam add-on? So I shared that. Darren says, do you require an attendant for foam? The reason that I bought the foam machine that I bought from OFX, I don't know if Carlos is here, but first of all, it was super cheap. It was like $1,000, crazy cheap, crazy cheap. I've never wanted to do foam because I did not want an attendant. This foam machine that we got from OFX is drop and go. You just drop it off and it stays with, you just leave it and it's 17 pounds. So I'm super excited for that. No attendant. I don't want to do anything with an attendant anymore. We've done that. Not a good idea for us. Anyways, for our business model, I don't want to have to leave attendants anywhere. Sean says, I do $300 for the first hour and $100 every hour after that. Okay, that's close. Is my book on Spotify? It is not on Spotify. It's on Audible, but probably should get it on other places. I shared the link, Zach. Dylan says we do $300 and $175. Dang, Dylan. $175 for the second hour. Okay. We should have a foam. Yeah, if you guys, if you anybody who's done well with foam, feel free to message me on Facebook and maybe we can get you guys all together and we could have a foam roundtable. I'm sure a lot of us who are new to foam would love to learn your ways. Talia says we do 24 hours just because it's easier for us, but also everyone here does it. Maybe one person out of 10 does not. Yep, you definitely want to research your market. You don't have to do everybody. You don't have to do what everybody else in your market does, but you do. That is the norm. If that's what people are used to in your market, then you don't want to. You need to know that at least. Need the audiobook. I hate reading. Yes, I recorded the audiobook. You get to listen to me talk for 6 hours and 3 minutes. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. It took me like, honestly, no joke, at least 50 hours to record those 6 hours. I made so many, I'm such a terrible reader. Thought I was a good reader. If you think you know how to read, try to read out loud for 10 minutes straight. Then you'll know what it's like to record an audiobook. It was hard. Honestly, I stopped correcting them. I used to edit out the mistakes. Now I'm just, there's tons of mistakes in the book. You'll love hearing me stutter. What's up, Tariq's husband? I saw that. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, Tariq's name is way easier to remember than yours. It's just like my name with an A at the end. Good seeing you guys. Which one do I need for Google Ads? Which Lane says, which one do I need for Google Business Profile and ERS ads? Ads using ERS. I'm not sure what you're saying. If you're asking about which of the two packages, if you're using ERS, it depends. If you just want Google Ads, then you go with this package. If you want to go big and you want to be on Facebook and Instagram and you want to show up multiple times on Google, free and paid, then go with this package. I could tell you the easy way is if you're making, I could say like this, if you're making over $100,000, go with this one. If you're making less than $100,000, go with this one. But that's not true because we have a lot of people that are making 50,000, 30,000, 20,000 that are on this package, and it's helping them get to the 6 figures. So I used to kind of give people that direction, like, oh, don't spend more money on marketing until you make more money, but that's how you make more money. And these prices are so low, guys. Like again, it is a no-brainer. If you're getting 10 rentals a month, it's like you give us one and the other 9 are for you. We charge whatever you get for one rental. We've made it super easy. So how do you know which one to choose? If you're serious about your business and you want to take it full time, go with this one. If you're still not sure if you're going to do this or if you're going to sell the business next year, then go with this one. That's just how serious you are. If this is something that you love and you want to go forever and you really want to grow it, this is a no-brainer, especially with us giving you 90 days to get your money back. Like the reason that we're so successful and so popular and been around for all these years is because we're honest with our work, and we've refunded people before. Like I said, you might be one of that, some of that part of that 4%. We're okay with that. Zippy says the industry standard is higher. We just had a meeting about prices the other night and looked at other people's websites. Yes, Zippy, you're smart. You're running your market, or you're watching your market. That's the way to go. Dylan says we run the whole party for the hour or however long they book with us. Okay, so you got an attendant with yours. Yes. If I'm sitting with the phone machine, then yes, I'm definitely charging more. But ours is drop and go. So yeah, definitely see where you're charging more. Darren says, gotta bounce early, work tomorrow. Great call. Thank you, Darren. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you. Taylor says, foam outperformed any one of my units last year. Okay. Taylor, third time I say, come teach us. Stop teasing us. Message me on Facebook. Find me. Here, you know what? For those of you guys who don't have me as a Facebook friend, which I don't know why you wouldn't. It's not like I'm annoying and always posting stuff all the time. Let me go ahead. Here is my Facebook profile for anybody who wants to help host a meeting like this. Go ahead and add me as a friend on Facebook and message me, and let's set it up. We'd love to learn together. There's a foam convention in January. Thank you, Zippy. iPhone says, I'm also about to start my application to get insurance. There's a lot of information in the book about insurance as well. So definitely get quotes. Zach says, do you know Christopher Weed or Justin Ferraccio? Yes, I do. I know both of those. I have a very different point of view on a lot of things than them. So just totally different ways of doing the same thing. Taylor says, that's who you learn. That's why I learn all things foam. Awesome. Christopher Weed, I know he's a wealth of knowledge. He has got his own little ebook. I know Justin has a pretty big group. So if you want to share what you've learned from them with our group, we'd love to hear it. Dylan says, separate brands and website, offer it on your main website as well. Yes, we did an offer. It's expired, so don't ask for this free. But anybody who bought a foam machine during the conference that we hosted got a free microsite that looks like this. This is, I think, a $500 value. So don't ask for it free if you bought from OFX, but we did a promotion with them. So we build you something like this. So this is my foam microsite. It's on my same domain, but it's like its own one-page website. And we build this for you free. I think it's a $500. We charge $500 to build these, but anybody who bought one during the conference got it for free. Basically, OFX paid for it. So if you guys want a one-page, it's pretty much a $500 website, which is still a good deal, even if you pay for it. $500 for a foam website. And it links right into EventHawk, and they can fill this in and get the auto text and all that. So yes, definitely agree that you need your own website or a separate site for foam. Air Amazing, logging off also. There wasn't a lot of call slots available tomorrow, but we booked one for Thursday. Thank you. Thank you for signing up, man. Excited to be working with you. Dylan, friend request sent. Thank you. I'll be reaching out. And I think that's everything here. Got to the bottom. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. This has been, did I miss any questions? I don't think so. iPhone said, I'm just starting out kind of scared that I'm putting money out and later not get nothing. If you're worried about not getting nothing, hey guys, scared money don't make money, right? You got to spend money to make money. And that's what a business is. The difference between everybody here in this group and everyone else in the world is that's what they thought. They said, I'm too scared to spend money because I might not get money. That's why they never started a business. That's why they're still working a 9-to-5. That's why they're going to work a 9-to-5 till the day they die. And that's okay. We need those people. We need people in our grocery stores and that's okay. We've all been there. But for the rest of us, we're willing to take risks for what we believe, right? If you're going to invest all your time building somebody else's dream, working for somebody else, then you got to spend some money on your own dream, right? And if you believe in my company and EventHawk, then we'd love to be your partner in that, and you'd spend your money with us, and we'd help you do that. If you believe in something else or you want to work somebody else, you got to take that chance, right? We have a track record. We've got more 5-star reviews than anybody else in the industry. And I think that's important. Generally speaking, always look at reviews. Whoever you're going to spend your money with, whether you're marketing, buying a bounce house, whatever it is, look at their reviews, look at stuff like that, ask around. And if all goes well, then yeah, take the risk. If it's guaranteed, run the other way, right? How many of you guys have done something that was guaranteed? Man, let me tell you, I've done Amazon store. Oh yeah, you're gonna make a bunch of money. Crypto, lost money. What else? MLMs, man. I can't tell you how many pyramid schemes I've been part of. It's guaranteed to make money. It's so great. If everybody's doing it, don't do it. If it sounds easy, don't do it. Nothing worth doing in life is easy. Easy come, easy go. That's why they're playing the lottery while you're here building your business, right? So jump in, iPhone. You don't got your name here, so I can't. If you had your name, I'll call you out, and I'd bring you to every one of these so you can get motivated. Look at all these people here still. It's 9:55 p.m. here, 10:55 p.m. on the East Coast. We still got 40 people here learning, believing in their dreams, wanting to build up. So you're not alone. We all feel that way, but you got to take the risk. Cheat sheet, please. All right, I'll share the cheat sheet and the plans one last time, and then I will bid you guys adieu. Thank you, Tariq. 10:55 p.m. You're still here. I know your kids probably hate me. Like, oh, that guy, we always hear his voice on the TV. I had this one lady come up to me at IAPA. I shook her husband's hand. He was like, oh, Tariq. And this lady was like, man, I can't stand your voice. I'm like, what? I've never met you in my life, lady. She's like, all he does is play your YouTube videos on the TV. And I'm like, why can't you play that? I'm like, wow, I'm sure there's a lot of that out there. So thank you to you guys and to your families for letting me borrow you guys. This has been a lot of fun. I know we don't get to do this, or I don't get to do these a lot. I try to do at least one a month here because my family needs me as well. So you guys are awesome. Enjoy the rest of your night. I just shared that link one more time. If you're on Facebook or YouTube or watching this, text into Event Hawk and we will send you those links, or just comment whatever package you want. We'll get you guys on there. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. You guys are awesome, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good day.